the bad news and the good news. How long have you got? Have I got my appointment with the surgeon yet? Is this a dagger I see before me? What's happening to my feet? Have they walked 500 miles again? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What? What? Come with me through the curtain of blurred colons and find out what's going on in my cancer chemo story. Welcome to the Tumour-tastic video diary number 41. Hi, Skatz here. I know who you are. It's Friday, September the 27th, and welcome to video diary number 41 on Still Alive, where we don't like to die before we die, right? Not good for you. What good news? What bad news? What are you doing? What are you doing? So, good news first, and I could have told you about it last week, but I didn't because I didn't know, because instead of the usual phone call to tell me I had an appointment, the hospital sent me a letter which I think arrived on either Friday or Saturday last week. But either way, if I'd checked the official health app that instantly shows appointments as soon as they make them and print out the paper copy, it would have been on the app, but I didn't know, so I didn't look. But then the letter arrived at the weekend and we didn't pick it up from Todo, the shop where our mailbox is, until Monday, so I didn't read until then on the letter or the app. I'm confused. Anyway, the long and short of it is, I've got my appointment with the surgeon a week on Monday, so I'll find out the results of the scan then, and the plan for the operation to chop, chop, chop Freddy. You keep your chopper away from me. And now, the bad news. That was the bad news. The gout has returned, right on the big joint of my big toe. Good. Just touching it earlier in the week was nasty, nasty painful. Oh, and it's swollen so it sticks out to the side and presses against my shoe. And touching it is horrible. It was so horrible. And as if that wasn't enough, both of my ankles flared up with bloody tendinitis again. Probably because I was hobbling with the gout and putting my weight in all the wrong places and twisting with the pain. You deserve it. So I spent most of one day creating my very own oocha, oucha, oocha, oucha soundtrack. Just any time I moved, really, or even when I was sitting still or lying down with my feet up, trying to avoid the dogs bashing into me. Oocha, oucha, I'm gonna get ya. Eventually, I bit the bullet and had some gout tablets, knowing that they would give me diarrhea at some point, but I figured that was better than the pain. I also had some ibuprofen to double down on the attack. Oh yeah, you get all wheezy when you take that stuff. And surprisingly, I didn't get the wheezy chest from the first tablet like normally happens. Oh, bollocks. So that was a nasty few days, and I've had my whingy whiny thing, and that's good. I like it. Do you like it? Tell me in the comments. It gets it out. Gets it out of you into the open, and gets it out of me. Blur, like blur. Anyway, the pain's not so bad now. I can walk again today. I even strode up to the office. Strode, I did. Is it strode? Is it strided? Was striding. Let's Strider. He was a character from Lord of the Rings. No, you can't make it. I wasn't Strider. Anyway, let's go with strode. I'd been hoping to get some exercise this week, but no. Ankles say no. Gout says no. Arse says no. Freddy says no, you ponce. I also realised very quickly that it's impossible to get rid of weight and gout pain at the same time. The tablets stop the fasting in its tracks. Oh well. One bastard at a time. Charming. Hey, remember I said I'd been internet window shopping for guitars just to keep me occupied? Oh no, not bloody guitars again. Well, I was dreaming of taking a trip to somewhere like Madrid to actually get my hands on some of the ones I liked the sound and look of, because I didn't think there was a big enough music shop nearby. But guess what? I found one that has a few branches nearby. Oh, whoop-de-doo. The first one I found is in Fuengirola, and I'm going there one day soon anyway to have my eyes tested. So I got in touch with the shop and asked whether it was all right for me to try out a whole list of guitars to see what suited me. And they said they didn't have them at that branch. Well, not all of them anyway, which was a disappointment after they said on their website they were all in stock. That's a relief. However, it turned out that they were in stock at a different branch, and it's a much bigger shop, and that one is in Malaga. It's even closer. Oh, bloody hell. So I'm going to head to that one the day before I go to Fuengirola. It's kind of on the way, and I'm staying over at Chris's to save me having so much driving in one day, because that's still way too tiring for me. And I'll visit 2 guitar shops. Look at that smile. Guitar mania. Ponce mania. I'm going to be like a diabetic in a cheesecake shop. Coincidentally, I found a cheesecake shop in Malaga last time I was there. And I don't mean a shop that sells some cheesecake. I mean they don't sell anything but cheesecake. Wall-to-wall cheesecake. I'm going to have a memory wipe so I forget where it is. Cheesecake mania. If he does that, he might forget about me. I might get a reprieve. More good news. It's the Taste of Computer event tomorrow, just down the hill. Because Computer is such a melting pot of different nationalities, 49 I think it is, they started this event last year to show off as many of the foods and sounds of those countries as they could fit into one of the plazas. It was a roaring success. Failure? I think there were about 20 stalls last year, something up to that, with a signature national dish on each. This year there'll be the food from 25 of the countries and live music again, all afternoon up till the evening. I was singing last year, but I wasn't sure if I could manage it this year, so I said I'll wait till next year and just be in the audience instead. I'll be an audient. That'll be lovely. I might have to forego the diet for a day. 25 stalls. I can't have something from every one of them. I'll just be choosy. Oh well. Are you feeling peckish, are you? Go on, have a little bit of sugar. Now, I said I was going to do a random song for this week, didn't I? But unfortunately, I had a guest pull out of the Saturday show, so I spent 2 days trying to sort out a new one, and then I'd not had time to write the song, I'm afraid. Lazy bastard. All is not lost, though. There will be a song eventually. It'll just have to appear another day. I'm learning to be okay with not getting things done because of work or diarrhea or some other side effect. So send me a few more random words. Here are the ones you've sent so far, or the ones that I've picked out from your messages at least. Here we go. Squidgy poo. That's very appropriate. Bollocks. You can't beat a good bit of bollocks. You've got this. Nice little phrase. Nuff said. Get me on the Rod Stewart tour. That was Kev the Argonaut. Thanks, Kev. Restless legs and sweetness. What? That's a pretty random list, isn't it? I might just add oocha, oucha, oocha, oucha and cheesecake. And why not? Because you're a ponce. Oh, and porridge. La. On that note, or a couple of notes, that's all for this week. But next week, I'll be back, and I'm sure I'll have plenty more to talk about. Thank you so much for continuing to follow my story and my ramblings, and sharing your own experiences, and sending those lovely messages of support and little bits of money to the GoFundMe campaign, and words for the random song. Do that now. Tune in next Friday for another thrilling episode of Operation. Keep your fingers and toes crossed, you lovely people, and as always, raise your drinking receptacle with me. The toast is still alive. Do you think anyone will remember me when I'm gone? Let's all do the still alive dance, bastard.